don't have to.
Okay.
Hello. I'm with Nathan Jalbert from the Marist rowing team. Tell me about yourself.
All right, so I'm a sophomore at Marist College, starting our second semester most of the way through now, really starting to hit our stride going into spring season, and I'm from Falmouth, Maine, which is right near Portland, and yeah, Marist College.
Awesome. How did you start rowing?
So I've always done sports my whole life. A lot of the time it was like more traditional sports, football, basketball, lacrosse, and that was basically what I did. It was like kind of the expectation that it was school, and then I would be doing some type of after school or sport related event in the afternoon. And then so come high school, I've been lucky enough to always be pretty decent at the sports I've done, but really was looking for something a little bit different. And it was actually a family friend who just was like, "Oh, you're tall, you should try rowing."
Awesome.
And then I did. So sophomore spring, I was like, no expectations, no anything, just gave it a shot at one of like the local high school teams up in Maine, and it's kind of just been a blur since then. I've always loved the ocean growing up on the water in Maine, and it was kind of just a perfect fit, like right off the bat. So I got the competition, I got the outdoor aspect, and immediately fell in love with a sport I had never really heard of prior to then. And then from there on, I decided that I wanted to try to do it in college, because I started getting better and better quickly in high school.
Awesome. How old were you when you started?
It was my sophomore spring, so 15, I think.
Okay.
So.
Okay. What was your biggest challenge when you basically started in high school when you first started when you were a sophomore?
Really what to expect, because again, like I had no knowledge going into rowing. I just knew that I thought it was just a paddle, kind of the standard thing that everyone asks you is like, does a rower have huge arms? But yeah, it was really just the learning curve of like picking up a totally new sport, totally different sport. And kind of there's so much that goes into it that a lot of people don't realize is a part of the sport, and it really has been an amazing experience thus far.
Did you learn anything from going from high school to college? Did you learn in the team aspect, like in the team sports?
So rowing across the board, and one of the reasons why I love it so much is it really embodies the word team more than any other sport I've been a part of. It's really just a commitment to the guys you're with in your boat, to the guys on your team, and it's critical that you're all there supporting each other each day. But the biggest difference really is just intensity, probably. It's a huge step up for any sport going from high school to college, just the volume, the intensity, the expectation, the competition.
You're right, that's true. How did you find Marist, and why did you choose Marist?
So, rowing. Rowing was like the main thing that helped me, kind of narrow down my college search. At least I wanted to be driving distance from Maine, within like 6 hours-ish, which Marist is on the farther side, but again, like drivable to get home. And so that helped me narrow down the colleges, and then from there, I basically just started like blanketing New England, essentially. And then the moment I came to Marist, the biggest thing is I came here and immediately felt welcome. Came here, met the guys on the team when I did my official visit and all that, and immediately loved the atmosphere on the campus that I immediately got, and then like the atmosphere of the team and like the welcoming environment.
So what was your biggest accomplishment when you went to freebie, when you were freezing in the freebie, and what was the biggest like said, oh yes, I won something, and I'm so happy that I'm in this team now.
So the 3V as a whole in the spring, win or lose, I think it was the place to be for freshman year. It was a huge time of development. It was a really fun group of guys that we all gelled well and had great chemistry, and I think it was just a huge time of building speed and just overall progress for every single one in that boat. And then in terms of accomplishments, our race against Georgetown, Holy Cross, and Temple, which we won by a landslide, was really exciting. That was kind of the first taste of real progress and like the realization that okay, we're really doing something here. And then from there, probably the funniest moment I would say would be the first race of the NRC at the very end, coming off of Dad Vales shortly before that, when our lineups were thrown all over the place, and I remember you coming and we had to race to the start line because we were late. So we basically did the whole race course at full race pace all the way down, paused for a minute, and did the whole thing back and won, which was really really awesome. So
Was the thing that you're looking for in the spring, and what do you have any expectations on looking forward to this spring season, or do you have any like, or is it like, oh, it's already there and I'm gonna do what I have to do?
So the team goal is, and this is a goal of mine as well, is, and I think it's attainable, is 1V through 4V medaling or winning at the NRC, which would be a huge testament to the work we're putting in now and a huge testament to the progress we're seeing in the whole team. I think we're all the way through, we're deeper than we've ever been, and I think we have potential to be faster than we've ever been at every level of boat. So very exciting spring to look forward to, and we will see what happens.
Do you think
the race is coming up?
Do you think that the IRA is going to happen this year, or is this going to just like be like a total disaster? And
so we're remaining optimistic with the whole coronavirus hysteria, but I really don't know. We'll see. It's going to be interesting to see what happens
hope,
for sure.
Right?
I hope so, because we're certainly in a position to do very well. So.
And it's not
And a lot of Marist sports teams as well are in a position to have huge springs. So we'll see what happens with regard to that.
Let's hope that this virus is not going to slow us down.
Absolutely.
And be more and more competitive and get some shirts out of the other people.
Yep. Just got to keep pushing, one day at a time.
Yeah. Thank you for your time, and I will catch you later.
Perfect. Thank you.